So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. Schόλια. Lovely bit of skill. Decent chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chooses to go cross-field. Cafu is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Yeah, you'll need to keep your eye on him, Peter, because he'll be popping up at both ends of the pitch. He just has tremendous stamina. He seems to be able to be part of the defence 1 minute, and then you'll see him at the other end just a couple of seconds later. I know it's only his debut, but I'm expecting...
Big chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And he's been shifted off it. Cafu. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Showing good feet. Totti. That has been slung wide. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Totti, who needs just a moment to score a goal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cafu. Quick look, then plays it in. And that should get the job done. Rugani. He's looking wide. And it's Hossens. It's a promising position. Delivered low. That is a brilliant interception. Pulisic. Oh, good-looking ball. Harrison. That's a sharp pass. That's good play.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Zanetti. In with the challenge. Harrison.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And it's Totti. And the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. It's been shipped out wide. He's a sharp little ball here.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Half-time getting close now. Cleared away. So what can they make of this? And he's had it nicked away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rabiot. Totti. Zanetti is in a really good position out wide. Oh, what has happened here? And it's safely in the keeper's hands. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we are back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. Zielinski. Chance here to counter. Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. That's the keeper's ball. It's a throw-in. Rabiot. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Great vision. Hangs one in. Totti. Shifted it to the flank. Pulisic. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And it's Hossens. And no, that was never going to make it. Zielinski, spread it left. Pulisic. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Zanetti. Knocks it out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Spread out to the left. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bisek wins the duel this time. Kvaratskhelia. It's a searching pass, and this is Inzaghi. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Zanetti. Totti. And here's the chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Distributed tidily. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Firenze clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That has ended up in no man's land. Totti does really well to win the ball there. Pulisic tries to pass it through. Totti finding himself in space.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That ball looks a good one. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And it's been hooked away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's being urged to shoot. Chance to deliver.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Keane coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Totti. Cross needs to be good. That has been knocked clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
DiMarco. There will be the final seconds now. Played back into the centre. And it's Totti. That's a good ball out wide. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant. It's Totti! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Inzaghi! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Cafu for Filippo Inzaghi, and it's Totti, and it's Zielinski. So what can they make of this? Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Rabiot. Zanetti. Now Pulisic. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Totti, Zielinski, and he's picked out the run. Inzaghi! Superb by Inzaghi! A finish right from the top draw. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great ball, and he's in here. It's Totti! Francesco Totti is a genius. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's looking wide. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Zielinski. Kvaratskhelia. Cafu. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, good effort! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's the throw. Cafu. Totti. DiMarco. Now this could be a chance. Over to the right flank. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he was quick to react. And that pass just didn't quite work. Zielinski distributed tidily. Zielinski shifted it to the flank. And here's Pulisic. Spread it left. Tries to play it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Totti. Zanetti.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Inzaghi.
Such good technique.
Good ball, good take. That's the keeper's ball. And he cuts out the supply. Pulisic. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking for the far... He's rising! Goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! Pulisic getting this one clear.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kvaratskhelia. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Pulisic. That's tidy. Totti. And this is... And a chance! And it's come back out to him. And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are...
And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running. Totti. Oh, good spread. And it's made its way to him. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Cafu. And it's Totti. looking to pass their way up the pitch.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that looks a decent ball. This looks promising. The referee has given a corner. He's in a great position here. And he's in on charge, surely! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Ambitious ball here. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Zielinski knocks it into space. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Spread out to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That's going wide left. Totti. Played out towards the right wing. Filippo Inzaghi being watched hawkishly here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11 viene sostituito con il numero 15.
No, that was never going to make it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's intervened well there. Totti played out to the left flank. Chance here to counter. Totti has found the net here, of course. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Zielinski. And it's Rabiot. Can he spark a counter here? He's on it. Can he get away? It's gone for a throw-in. And he can thump it away. Nicely spread. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Aims beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? Cafu. To Rabiot. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Now it's Inzaghi. He's found a way past. Zanetti charging forward down that flank.
You can think ahead, but not take your eye off the ball, and he did.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 24.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And he's been shifted off it. Totti. Cafu is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Zielinski. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, he's having a go! No, it's wide.
Padova are stuck in a rut, and impatient puts at goal. won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
DiMarco. Zanetti, who's set up one goal so far. Pulisic. And it's Totti. Now it's Inzaghi. That's a good ball out wide. And Kvaratskhelia. Zielinski! And he's missed it. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Zielinski. And that's played in low, and he was alert to it. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Zielinski picks it up out wide. And the ball is out of play. Bernadeschi. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's Totti. Now the ball's gone astray. Zielinski. He's looking wide. Now it's Pulisic. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lukumi. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Juan Miranda. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pobega, played out wide, spread it left. Rowe. Thinks one through, and that has been cleared. That's going across goal, and he's taking no chances there. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Inzaghi. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Rowe. Nicely weighted ball.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Lukumi. That has been slung wide. And no, that was never going to make it. Totti. That has been cut short. Bernardeschi. Now it's Inzaghi. And it's Totti. Spread to the right. Kvaratskhelia has the space to scheme. Here comes Pulisic! And it's been hooked away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well played, well played. Pobega has a look and plays it forward. Half an hour played now. Spread out to the left. It's a goal kick. Juan Miranda. Rowe. Here's Bernardeschi. Great vision. Played with speed from back to front. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Zanetti. Now it's Rabiot. That's going wide left. In early. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's hit it long. Juan Miranda proves too strong. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Filippo Inzaghi. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's destined for the flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Pobega. Well read, and the danger is averted. Zielinski. Totti. Pulisic. And it's Zielinski. Totti. To Rabiot. Zielinski. Oh, some astute defending there. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Please welcome our
So your views on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Opts to play it back. That's a delicate pass. To Silvestri. Here's Bernardeschi. Can he get on the end of this? Now this, and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Zielinski. And he's intervened well there. A good-looking ball. So what can they make of this? In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Played into space. Oh, good take in a good area. Decent chance! And he should have made them pay.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Bisek. Oh, that's a key interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now they continue each to cancel the other out. And he welcomes it in. He's Zielinski! And it's in! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Inzaghi receives it in a good position here. Now it's Totti. The ball goes in, and a header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's having a shot! Off the post! Played in, and he's cleared it back out. Cafu, in once more. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Rabiot showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, again there's no way through. Bernardeschi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Rowe. In towards the back stick.
Bologna really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Kvaratskhelia threads one in, and that could set him on his way. That's tidy. Zielinski plays it in. That has been knocked clear. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Pulisic. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Cafu. Schόλια. Can he get onto this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Nicely spread. Now it's
There will be
Bernardeschi.
1 minute at a time.
Aims beyond the defence. And that is that. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Zielinski taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So bring it on. Fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And it's Kaka. Oh, that is a good ball to Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It is a super start. So far, so very good.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
There's the header! And a neat finish! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pinches it off him. Can he spark a counter here? Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Van Dijk. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Gerrard. And it's McAllister. And here's Ronaldinho. He's picked his... And the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Shifted it to the flank. Ronaldinho! And one more try! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Ronaldo at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a
great chance! And it's hoisted clear.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Triol. McAllister. Cafu is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Gerrard. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's been shifted off it. Kaka. And he's had it nicked away. And it's McAllister.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And Bernardo Silva! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And this is Ronaldo, played out to the left flank. And here's Gerrard. Hangs swings in a cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Alaba. He's got plenty of space out wide here. McAllister. Ball is over the line. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aimed beyond the... Kaka! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a lovely, neat pass. This looks promising. And he's gone backward here. Shot a goal! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Looking for the run. And this is Ronaldo. And he's certainly onside here. Cross in, looks like a good one. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Triol. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution on the field. Number 4, McAllister.
So right back into the action.
15, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival.
Coming on the field, number 6, Joshua Kimmich. Number 20, Mackay. Number 19, Riker. Number 2, Adams.
The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Bernardo Silva. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, it's played into the air. Oh, good climb! Final touch was poor. Kaka is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Kaká. Kaka. He's rising! And there's a goal! And that for him is goal number 10. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Kimmich. Bernardo Silva. That has been slung wide. That's tidy. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Bernardo Silva. That looks a cracking ball. Ronaldinho. Cleared away.
Substitution in progress.
Jordan choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Goes looking wide. That's a good ball out wide. Adams gets it clear. Rijkaard. Kimmich. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. Towering header! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. This is a promising build-up. Over to the right flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Delivered look. He's having a shot! Off the post! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Picked out brilliantly. And here comes the corner. Only partially clear. Can he get it through? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Taken back almost at once. Spread it left. Ronaldinho. He is through here. Crossed into the box. And this is Bernardo Silva. Here comes another. He leaps for it. Oh, off the bar. And he's heaved it away. Played out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. So no flag hit. Chance for a shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Adams. Puyol. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Bernardo Silva. That is a great pick out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The less said about that pass, the better. Adams. Kimmich. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Puyol. Kaka, who has set up 2 goals. Ronaldinho. Mackay. Shot could be on. He whips it across. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite that... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Takes a shot! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Scotland are in front. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Scotland gain their reward with an early goal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McGinn. And here's Bernardo Silva. Now this could be a chance. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose now and they want... Oh, what has happened here?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Hanley. Dope. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass somewhat off target. Spread out to the left. And it's Ronaldinho. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ronaldinho.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Bernardo Silva. Kaka is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of it. Terrific effort! Oh, it rattles the bar! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. McGinn. Now it's Adams. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kaka. McAllister. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's in a great position here. Oh, sweet feet. Cristiano Ronaldo! Defending of the desperate variety. McAllister plays it short. In again. Cristiano Ronaldo! And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Ronaldinho. That's an excellent interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Adams. Robertson.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Bernardo Silva, and he was quick to react. Duke. And it's McTominay. Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. McGinn. Engages and forces him off the ball. Driving on and making good progress. Flashes it across. And that was very necessary. Played into the box. McTominay.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ball is over the line. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kaka. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Forwards and with intent. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. McGinn. And that was nowhere near his best. Over to the right flank. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a nicely shot. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! He just would, wouldn't he? Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now.
Alaba is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Ronaldinho, and he's picked out the run. Now it's Kaka. Oh, that goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Knocks it out wide. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. Hanley. Played out to the left flank. Cristiano Ronaldo needing to deal with defending. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Drogba to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Drogba, and it's Bernardo Silva. Gerrard. Robertson gets over and intercepts. McTominay. This looks promising. McAllister. De Bruyne.
Cafu. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho running with intent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's De Bruyne. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Robertson. Great defending, strong and determined. De Bruyne. Van Dijk. That's going wide left. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Gerrard! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Substitution for Scotland, number 10.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
McGinn. Coming on the field, number 18, number 11,
Tierney.
number 6,
Robertson, looking for options for movement. Tierney picks it up out wide. Drills. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he spark a counter here? Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. McTominay. And it's Bernardo Silva. He is through here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Tierney. Puyol. McAllister. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Sweet feet. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What you... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Getting up there! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Uruguay are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Darwin touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Darwin. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Triol. McAllister. Cafu. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good ball out wide. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's come to nothing. And he gets rid in a hurry. McAllister goes short. Oh, nice touch. Alaba. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Triol. And it's Van Dijk. Cafu is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. It's Van Dijk. And it's played forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ugarte. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the keeper's got it again. Van Dijk. McAllister. Triol. Cafu. Kaka. And it's McAllister. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's bustling through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
McAllister with the short one. Nice control. There's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Vigna. And it's Bentancur. Triol. Van Dijk. That has been slung wide. Ronaldinho has the space to scheme. It's gone for a throw-in. Gerrard. Back when it goes. That's going to go a long way. And this is Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
McAllister.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Darwin is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Alaba picks it up out wide, and it's McAllister. And he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, Wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
They've played it short, and this is Bernardo Silva. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. Viña. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Bernardo Silva.
2 added minutes.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's nice. And this is Bernardo Silva. That's put paid to the danger. Could move up a gear here. Valverde receives it in a good position. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Everyone, please welcome.
Yeah, I
our
like the fact
players.
that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oliveira. Ugarte. Oliveira. Now Ugarte. And it's Valverde. He is just caressing the ball, and he's certainly onside here. Takes aim and crosses. Keeper's dealt with that. Ronaldo gets on his bike and on the move. Good ball, good take. Still just a single goal between the sides. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. And the shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Triol. McAllister. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Bernardo Silva. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bernardo Silva actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution in progress.
Uruguay can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's any...
Oh, great leap! Now it's Kaka. And the finish! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
De Arrascaeta. Darwin. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, sweet feet. Alaba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bernardo Silva chasing after it. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Spread to the right. Viña. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cleared without hesitation.
Substitutions taking place.
Uruguay have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. And he's there to clear it. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Gerrard. Tries one from range. Keeper's got his work done.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And it's been taken short. He's having a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
That's Valverde. De Arrascaeta. Valverde. Now it's De Arrascaeta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Puyol. He's picked his way through. Now there's a fine ball. That's good play. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Bernardo Silva. Kaká. Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. And with that, he takes home the match ball. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. 4 extra minutes added on. That has not gone well. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those.